Welcome back. I hope session 1 went very well for you. Today, let's talk about our families and our needs and our wants. The items that you'll need for today's activity or session are your flash cards, your table tents, your needs and wants picture cards, the need and want game pieces, the drop me a note sheets, and once again your junior journals. When you arrive in the classroom, it is great to spend maybe a minute just highlighting and recapping your first visit and talking to students about their families. But we're going to want to move right into today's session, which deals with needs and wants. It is great to start off explaining to the students once again that there are certain things that we need in life and certain things that we want in life. Explain to the students what a need and a want is. Needs and wants are things that we have the opportunity to choose. The 3 specific needs that we would like you to address are food, clothing, and shelter. It's a great idea to maybe bring along with you today some objects that the students could start to get the idea of what we're trying to accomplish. Water, definitely a need for health. Maybe a coat for when it gets cold outside, for protection. On the flip side, there's the things that we want. Maybe it's a game, or maybe it's some little treat. Again, bringing a few objects along with you to class will help the students identify what a need and a want is, if they're not exactly sure. For today's activity, we are going to be focusing on some picture boards and asking the students whether or not they believe that is a need or a want. Prior to getting started in the class, you'll want to have pre-separated and paper clipped together a need and a want class or need card. This will help you be ready to go in the classroom right away and not spend valuable time tearing these apart. You're going to tell the students that you are going to raise 11 pictures and ask them whether or not it is a need or a want. Keep in mind that in this activity there are actually 12 cards. The diploma, put that card aside. We were going to use that at the end of today's session. So as you begin, you'll tell the students that you're going to raise the picture and they have to determine whether or not it is a need or a want. On the count of 3, you'll ask the students then to raise the need or want card. They get to choose what they think it is. So raising the picture of the basketball and soccer ball, it would go something like this. 3, 2, 1. Raise your card, and the students can decide which card to raise. Now it is very important to keep in mind that students may have a rationale of why they chose a need or a want, particularly when it comes to the puppy. Keep in mind that a student may believe that a puppy or a dog is a need, especially if it is a service dog and providing service to a visually impaired person. After completing the 11 cards and the need and want activity, you're next going to move to the cards that are noted drop me a note sheet. You'll want to have torn these apart so each student gets one of these little cards, and the object of this activity is for the students to write someone in their family a little note saying that they would like to have a need or a want because of this reason, and then they are offering to do a chore or a job in exchange to get that need or want. The challenge may be that some students may want to put down an item that could take them a long time to raise, like an iPad. So consider telling the group that we're going to think of a small dollar item. Maybe it's a little treat or something under a $5 range, but think of some examples before going into the classroom so that this is easily accomplishable when they present these to their family member. As you conclude for your summary and review today, you're going to want to recap the 12th card that you put aside, the diploma card. Now, the diploma card is not shelter, it's not food, and it's not clothing. So it may be a little challenging for the students, but it's definitely a need if they want to go on to college or to maybe get a specific job. So this card here is a great tool to remind the students how important it is to do well in school and to make sure that they are trying their hardest and doing their very best. As time permits, there is another activity, session number 2, Needs or Wants. It's a little matching game that the students can read the clue up above and put the correlating number in the box that is provided. Again, you'll want to complete just a quick overview summary of today's session before leaving the classroom. Again, picking up your junior journals and your table 10s. I hope session 2 goes well for you. See you for session 3. Goodbye.